Welcome back to the channel, guys. My name's Coach Charles and you're watching Charles Salbox TV. Most of you that are starting out in boxing are going to find that when you start to apply the techniques in the ring, you're going to be rigid. You're going to look stiff and predictable. And in most situations, that is going to leave you as an open target for your more experienced fighter. So to assist you with your progression in boxing, I'm going to show you flow, and that is coordinating the shift in your weight transfer to your footwork. Right, let's get straight into it. When we are thinking about flow, we're looking at a slick boxer, we're thinking about the fluidity in his movement, and this fluidity, this flow, is going to improve your progression in three primary ways. So the first one is that you will be able to seem less predictable, and obviously as a moving target, it'll be harder for your opponent to hit you. The second way in which flow is going to improve your game in boxing is that your feints and your overall deception will improve. So the quality of your deception will increase. Now, the third way in which flow is going to improve your game in boxing is that when you go to attack, counterattack, or apply any movements to evade punches, the effectiveness of this will improve with your ability to maintain flow. And the reason for this is that you would have initial momentum to work with. The first thing that we're gonna do is adopt the boxing stance. So obviously we have the lead foot pointing between 12 and 1, the rear foot between 2 and 3, and we have the rear foot heel slightly elevated, in line of course with the front toe. And then we lower the hips to apply some buoyancy to this movement. And we have our arms in this position. Obviously the lead elbow away from the torso, the rear elbow touching, and the hands in this position as well. From this position, we normally find that boxers are capable of adopting this stance. There's no problem with that, but they become rigid. The shoulders start to seize up, joints start to become stiff. So what we want to do is, first of all, encourage the flow within us by just relaxing the joints, lowering the shoulders, and keeping the head in a position where our shoulder does not have to elevate and stiffen up to protect our chin, okay? So we relax the shoulders, relax the joints, so that there's almost like a simple harmonic motion. There's a pendulum movement between our forwards and backwards movement. And then what we're doing, we're keeping our chin protected by lowering our head in this position. The first pattern of movement is our rigid movement. So this, okay? Now, from this, we can now start thinking about when we're moving forwards and backwards, what we want to do is shift our weight and coordinate it with the footwork that we apply. So when we go forwards, we can shift our weight forwards, then backwards, forwards, backwards, forwards, backwards, forwards, backwards. Okay? Now what we want to do every time we step forward, we want to shift our weight back. So there, 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 there. Okay, so it's almost like we creep with our lead foot, then we bring our weight forward with the rear foot. All in all, what that looks like, those three modes of movement, the rigid form, then the forward shift, then the backward shift. Okay, so now taking a look at those three modes of movement from the side, we have the rigid form, we have the first flow where we shift our weight to the front foot step. And then the last one where we shift our weight with the back foot. So when we're moving in the lateral directions, we can apply the same principle. Obviously, with our rigid form of movement, we have no real weight shift. Just an example of that. Obviously, you can see where I am. There's not much variation in my body position as I move, okay? But when I apply a sense of flow, this creates now some deviation from the center line of my body. So there. Good. So then all I'm doing, I'm shifting my weight to the lead foot that moves in that direction. So as I move to the left, I can also shift my weight. Every time I plant this lead foot, shift my weight to where it goes. Okay. Now, what I can do is shift my weight to the opposite direction. So as I take the foot over to the right, I can shift my weight over to the left. Okay, now when I move over to the left, I can shift my weight over to the right. Okay, now this weight transfer, I can only really appreciate it when I bring everything together. So let's say if I'm moving in the right direction, I'm circling my opponent. What I want to do is actually shift my weight from the right to the left. So there, 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 there. Sometimes double up. Then over to the other side. And you can see another thing I can adjust is the speed of my footwork. So there, and then I can speed it up. To create this sense of flow, I can change direction, I can feint in particular directions. I can take some half steps, moving forwards. Pivots, there. If I want my feints to be more effective, I can bring them in, just like that. And if I need to evade punches, I'm already moving, so I have a good sense of inertia to improve my movement. I can also change the height at which I move at. Speed things up. Make sure that if I'm feinting, hand movements, breathing at the same time so I'm not getting tired. Okay guys, so that is an example of how you can establish flow within your movement. Obviously, forwards and backwards, moving forwards, moving backwards. So shifting the weight forwards as you step, shifting the weight backwards as you step, then lateral directions, moving left and right. Shifting your weight as you step. You can perform the dip on the lead foot step. There. Good. Which adds to the perception of a feint. And then the rear foot dip. there. And then the speed at which you apply those movements as well will also add to the variation in the flow that you generate. All of these things combined together will improve your perceived state of flow. So you will be a moving target. They will be more hesitant when throwing punches, and your experience of boxing will improve. Obviously, you'll be getting hit less and you'll be striking your opponents more often. So thanks guys for watching. We've come to the end of the video now. If you've enjoyed the content and want to see more of this, please let me know within the comment section. Run some suggestions. Let me know what you guys think. Positive critiques, whatever, flood them in. And if you've liked the video, that goes without saying, please hit that like button. Share the video to any of your friends that you feel may benefit from the video. Hit me up in the comment section for any other things that you want me to do in future videos. And of course, hit that subscribe button and notification bell. And until my next video, I'll see you guys soon. Peace.